All right, what's going on, guys? We've got Monday Night Football. We got Texans, Cowboys. What's going to happen? We see the line at 7. This feels real light, like real light. This is one where we got to trust that the books are smarter than everybody. Like they have more data available. But man, this does not feel right. This feels like just bang the Texans at -7 and collect as much money as you want. I'm not going to go crazy with it, though. That makes me a little nervous. And if we look at the props and the lines, everything's a little weird. I'll give you guys my best bets today, kind of talk you through them. But we do have Nico Collins coming back for the Texans. Obviously, Stephon Diggs is out for the season, so we won't see him. We've got Cooper Rush still as the QB for Dallas. 13 for 23 for 45 yards last week, so a pretty robust line there. Ended up getting replaced by Trey Lance. I wouldn't be shocked if we see the exact thing happen today. I just don't think Cooper Rush is that guy. Now, that said, he's had some success with the Cowboys and was able to lead them to some wins, but it didn't do it through, extreme offensive output. It was more they had a really good defense, which Dallas does not have a good defense. If we look at their defense right now, they are getting blistered by the rush. They are number 1 in rushing yards allowed at almost 155 yards a game. They are 28th in rushing attempts at 33. They are 30th in rushing touchdowns allowed at almost 2 a game. Through the air, they are 18th in passing yards allowed. They are near dead last in passing longest pass allowed. So they are averaging 48 yards a game as the longest pass. So maybe an avenue to look at. In terms of yards per completion, they are 28th, allowing just an absurd amount there. Completion percentage is high. I mean, this defense has just struggled to stop people. And I just don't think Cooper Rush is that guy that's just going to go nuts offensively, just throwing touchdowns. Now, what I found weird was Rico Dowdle. This is the highest rushing line he's had all year. So there's just some lines in here that make me a little nervous about this game, but I'll talk to you about my best bets here. We'll go in depth. So Cooper Rush under 32.5 passing attempts. I was able to get this at 33.5 earlier this morning. This line will most likely continue to go down throughout the day. Hopefully it's still at 32.5. Jalen Tolbert over 2.5 receptions. I also don't mind his receiving yards if you don't want to mess with receptions. He's over this in 8 straight games. He's pretty much been 3 straight. I love the routes that he's running. He mostly runs out routes and curl routes. The Houston defense is very susceptible to these routes in terms of completions allowed. So I think he does have a good spot here. Dalton Schultz over 2.5 receptions. Good value here. Kind of the same thing as Jalen Tolbert. He just runs good routes in comparison to how this Dallas Cowboys defense is. Next one would be Mixon anytime touchdown. It's stupid juiced at -175. It's actually like -200 on pretty much every other book. You could do this as a straight bet, or you can kind of parlay it with something. It's just too much value, man. It's going to be in something I have today. And then Rico Dowdle over 12.5 rushing attempts. So why did I pick this? It's not this Houston defense is really good against the run. So I won't say really good, but they're pretty damn good. They're 12th in rushing yards allowed. They're 9th in rushing attempts. Rushing touchdown long, they're number 1. They just do a good job in terms of fairly limiting rushing. So the fact that the books think that Rico Dowdle's going to have a day just kind of concerns me. So I like taking his over rushing attempts. 13 rush attempts isn't too bad here. I mean, he's really just he's got Zeke on the other side. It's just a line that I think he actually crosses here. And then Nico Collins over 72.5. I don't know why I put 72.2. That should be 72.5 receiving yards. First game back, right? Could see a little bit of a decrease in snaps, but I don't think so. I mean, he's been out for a little bit. He was over this in the previous 5 prior to getting injured, and 8 out of 9 he was over this. So I could definitely see Nico Collins just dropping a 50, 60-yard reception kind of early. We had him over, I want to say 82, 81 in the game he got hurt. And dude had like 80. He was like 1 yard short in the first quarter. So wouldn't shock me to see him just catch a deep ball kind of right off the bat and get a huge chunk of this number. So those are my favorite plays for today, guys. If you want to join the Discord, it's completely free. I'll post some parlays in there for NBA and NFL. But obviously that's up to you guys. But subscribing to the channel is also free and would be hugely appreciated. And good luck today, and I'll catch you in the next video. But yeah, so I guess Texans -7 would be where I would lean on that as well. I don't have it as official play, but it's very weird. I got to go Texans here. So, all right, that's it. Next video. Peace.